Hi everyone, it's Jennifer and I'm just here with a quick day 4 reflection. For day 4 for breakfast, I did a smoothie of spinach and some of the frozen mixed berries. And then for lunch, I had some more of the beans that I had cooked a couple of days ago in the crock pot. And then I did a mid-afternoon snack of peanut butter and crackers. And then for dinner, I had a tuna fish sandwich and I had put some beans in the crock pot before I left for work, and so I had a bean soup when I came home. Couple reflections. One, I am loving my crock pot, even more so than I ever have before. It's great to be able to throw some beans in the crock pot and then dinner is ready when I get home. Like I said previously, I do tend to work a pretty long day. And yesterday, one of the clubs I advised, the Latin American Club, was having a program on campus. So I was at their program until about 10 o'clock, so it was great to come home. I didn't have to do anything other than take the soup out of the crock pot, and it was ready to eat. So that was great. I'm loving, loving, loving the crock pot. My other reflection for day 4 is I'm really seeing a lot of people on Twitter and on Facebook and in other outlets saying that, don't you know that S in SNAP stands for supplemental, and that people who are participating in this challenge are being very disingenuous by making that be their total food budget. And yes, the S in SNAP stands for supplemental, and there are people who receive less of a benefit. Like, let's say, for example, in your area, if the maximum benefit would equal out to be about $35 per person per week, there are people who, maybe have a little bit higher income who might only get $10 per week per person. And there are 6 million Americans in this country who SNAP is their only resource for food. So there are 6 million people in this country who are not supplementing their SNAP benefit. And I think the whole idea that there are people who are, getting wealthy off of government assistance programs, or who are just living high off the hog from receiving SNAP and other benefits is actually heartbreaking to me. It's so sad that we've gotten to a point where we wouldn't even want our neighbor to be able to eat, where we wouldn't want we would want someone in this country to go hungry rather than help them be able to have access to nutrition. This whole idea of, rugged individualism and everybody for themselves really has got to stop. I just remember hearing so many times from my father growing up. My dad was born at the very tail end of the Depression and grew up extremely poor and, black urban poor. So in the 1940s. And if they had a loaf of bread, my grandmother, she made sure that the woman down the street, who was even worse off than they were, had a couple of slices of that loaf. And I think we just really need to get back to that idea and that spirit that we take care of each other and that we look out for our neighbors and we look out for our fellow Americans and we take care of each other. It's really heartbreaking to me to see people who don't want SNAP or any government assistance to even exist, and that they're that selfish that they would want someone to go without food or access to health care or housing or whatever it is, so they can have a few extra dollars in their pocket. So that's my main reflection for day 4. And I will see you all in a little bit with my reflections on day 5. I hope everyone is doing well on the challenge and look forward to seeing more of your videos, and take care. Bye-bye.